this is Elaine with Elaine's Creations, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make this a bridge card with a little bit of a fancy pull tab here using the Trees for Sale stamp set and the Tree Lot dies. All right, I'm going to show you how to create this fun bridge card with moving camper and secret message. Super fun. It folds flat. For mailing, but it is kind of thick because of all the dimensionals that I used, but it'll be okay. So you're gonna start off with a piece of 8 by 4 1/4, and you're gonna score at 1 1/4 and 2 1/2 from each side. 1 1/4, 2 1/2. Flip it over. 1 1/4, 2 1/2. Or you could do 1 1/4. 2 1/2, 5 1/2, 6 3/4. Okay, and you can either score first and then stamp, or you can stamp and then score. I think it might be good to stamp first and then score. I'm going to use my Stamparatus and the Rays of Light stamp set, and I'm just gonna move this out of the way. I have a little sticky piece right here, and according to where my lines are from last time, I'm just gonna line that. I don't think that's right though. Nope, needs to be over or up a little bit, I think. Okay. So I'm just gonna make sure that that's gonna stamp where I want it to, and it looks like it will. So I'm gonna ink it up with So Saffron. Nice and juicy, and I'm gonna go around lightly the second time to kind of get rid of any possible lines. Oh, I see a line right there. Okay, and then we're just gonna turn this over and stamp it. If you want, you can stand up and press on it. Okay, if we didn't get a good impression, we can go back and we can ink that up again. It's gonna look weird if I just do one section, so I'm gonna do the whole thing again. Looks good this time. Okay, wow. Nice and dark sun. Okay, so now we can remove this. And I'll clean that off. Okay, so now we have our background stamped. And so I'm gonna fold one way and the other this way. And then same on this side. Okay, now I'm gonna add some designer series paper from the Hues of Happiness. It's got this fun green paper that looks a lot like grass to me. So I'm just gonna adhere this down to the middle part for the grass. So just go ahead and put it down in between the two score lines, and then you can go back and you can score again. Okay, super fun. Okay, so now I have already cut out the clouds. So I have all the clouds. and all the trees. So I have all the trees and all of the camper, which is just, you know, these 3 pieces. So I'm just going to glue that on, and these are all going to get dimensionals, and I'm going to use a little bit of vellum behind the camper as well. Okay, so now let's create the bottom piece. So I've cut out several 5.5-inch strips. This one is 3/4 tall. This one is 1 1/4 tall, and this one was originally 1 3/4 tall. And then I used the tulip dies to cut off the top. So I used this die from the tulips dies to cut the top off, and then all the excess little green stems I trimmed off to create this, because I love having that curved grass look. So you can get that from the tulips dies. And so we're going to use the harvest dies to cut out our track. So we'll just kind of put that in the middle. So we'll do that in a moment, and then we will stamp everything. So actually, we will do that right now. So this is just gonna get placed pretty much in the middle, maybe a tiny bit over to the right. Okay, so now we've got our track, and then we can use that piece for something else later. Okay, so now we're gonna stamp on our long piece, this 3/4 piece, and I'm going to go ahead and leave it out a little bit. I'm not gonna make it flush there, otherwise it will be hard to grab. I'm also going to punch out the end with the banners Pick-a-Punch. There's a banner or the opposite. So I think that looks a little bit nicer. And so when I do the dimensionals, or I should say foam adhesive strips, I'm going to be careful about this piece right here. So I probably want it to be like right there. So just get your foam strips. Love these things. And make sure it's not going to impede the action of your piece here. Okay, so there's one. And then you scoot that down just a little bit. And here's number 2. Okay. And then we just need a little bit for the end to act as a stop so it doesn't go out that end. So we'll go about right there. Then I'll just add this little piece right there. I don't think it's totally needed, but it's good. Okay, so those are all of our pieces. So now we can figure out where to stamp. So I'm going to push this all the way in on the back, and I'm just going to take my pencil and mark just really softly these edges right here, because I want to, actually it's just the right edge that I need to stamp for this one. So for this one, I'm going to stamp the happy birthday. These sentiments are from Art Gallery. They have a lot of perfect sentiments to go with what I'm trying to accomplish here. So I'm using happy birthday and I'm thinking of you. But you could use any of these combinations. I think this works really well. So I have happy birthday. Does anybody out there like camping? I'm not a big camper so much. I did do some camping when I was a teenager, but not really now. Okay, so that's the piece that's gonna slide, and it's gonna reveal a message on our 1 1/4 piece. So now I'm gonna line these two pieces up, and I might have to trim this one because I can see it, so I might trim it. And I'm just going to mark over here where that is, and I'm just gonna take the slightest edge off of here. So this was 1 1/4, so I'm just gonna take a 1/16 off, and hopefully that will help it stay hidden. Take a look. I think that should work. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm gonna stamp I'm thinking of you. Okay, so fun. And we'll just erase this. Okay, and then we can go ahead and remove all of the backings and add this on to this piece here. Okay, so we're just going to line this up. Okay, now we can add this to the card. We're only going to put adhesive on these two sides, and I'm going to use the Stampin' Seal Plus just because it's stronger and it's gonna be better. So I'm just gonna add 2 little rows on each side, and then I'll show you how I add the piece. So basically I do start with one side here and line it up. And then I'm gonna fold this, and hopefully it should pretty much line up with the other side. Okay, now I can add this little piece and slide it in. So cute, and it's gonna stop right there, but we still have a little bit to pull. And then because we put the film strips on either side, it's giving us this nice track. And now we can add our camper. So I'm gonna put 2 dimensionals on this. So I'm gonna go ahead and lay it flat just to make this easier. Just because the foam adhesive strips are taller than our regular dimensionals. So, and I want this to slide nicely. So I'm gonna put that there. And then I'm going to put this all the way over here. Because this is, I should have put that over a little bit. I mean, I guess, well, you can read it, right? Okay, and that is our fun sliding part. Oh, so cool. So I have to say that I got the idea, I saw this idea from another demonstrator. I think her name is Vi. She makes awesome interactive cards, so super, super fun. Okay, so now I'm just gonna decorate. So I'm gonna add some trees and clouds. So we'll put a big tree over here, and we'll have one of these longer trees. And so this is a fun bridge card with the sliding camper. And folds flat for mailing. I'm offering a free card class when you make a $50 purchase using my current host code, and you'll get supplies for 2 each of these designs. And although the tree lot dies are no longer available, I will do all the die cutting out for you. You will just need the stamp set. Thanks so much for watching this video tutorial with the Trees for Sale stamp set and the tree lot dies. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and leave a comment for this video. And don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification bell so that you know every time I go live. And I do raffle prizes on my lives and every time I post a new video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.